There's a beauty in the way you're worn, and the sharpness of your thorns, so vibrant in the imperfections. In the pain there's something real, all that anger so concealed. Still you're lost in how to feel, just let me hold that severed heart. There's a beauty in the way you lay, and the way your color fades. You stand out now with your imperfections. Oh, it was never meant to fall apart. It was not supposed to cause us harm. But these days all I do is wonder, is it better now that we could start again? In the pain there's something real, oh that anger so concealed.
I think I was muted. Hang on, give me a sec, guys. Have I been muted the entire time? Have I been muted the entire time? Stupid mic. Mike's there's fine, but this one's not working. Oh my god. I don't know. Let me know, Jason. I'll have to restart the lineup again. You've seen it anyway. But yeah. So interesting about Newcastle tonight. Obviously, a lot of talk about Dylan Brown heading to Newcastle next year, but that'll be interesting. Hopefully, it's a decent crowd. Normally is on a doesn't matter what day of the week it is in Newcastle. They always get good crowds there. But we'll soon find out anyway. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoy. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And you can hear me now. Sweet. That's awesome. Sorry about that, mate. All right, I'll go through the team list just in case you didn't hear it. So yeah, quickly breeze through it. Ponga fullback, James Schiller, Dane Gagai, Bradman Best, Greg Marzou, Fletcher Sharp, Jack Hogger, forwards, Jacob Saifidi, Phoenix Crossan, Leo Thompson, Dylan Lucas, Kai Pearce-Paul, Tyson Frizzell, Jaden Brayley on the bench with Jack Hetherington, Adam Elliott, and Matt Croker. Coach is Adam O'Brien. As we now head to the Flippers, the Dolphins. We'll start off with their fullback, the Hammer. There he is, their Hammer, Tawiai Fido, Jermaine Sarko, and Junior Tupou on the wings. Jake Averillo and Herbie Farmworth in the centers. Cody Nikarima and Zai Katoa with the forwards up against his brother, the battle of the brothers tonight, with Daniel Saifidi up against Jacob Saifidi, Jerry Marshall King at hooker, Felice Kafusi, Oren Keeley, Max Plath, Tom Gilbert, and the bench of Kurt Donnelly, Josh Kerr, Mark Nichols, the GOAT, and Ray Stone. And the coach is obviously Christian Wolf in his second game for the Dolphins. Right, so yeah, obviously the Dolphins had a win. Oh no, sorry, Newcastle had a win over the Tigers on last Friday up there at Campbelltown. It was actually a really good game. Really gritty performance from both teams, but the Knights did get over the line, so well done to them. The Dolphins, they were a little bit undermanned due to Cyclone Alfred. People have been asking how's everything up here? Pretty good at the moment. I think we didn't get a lot of it to be fair. So it was good. Probably the Gold Coast and Northern New South Wales copped it the most, but up here was pretty good. The standard wind and rain, but nothing to be alarmed about up here. I actually was stuck in Sydney after the Roosters game on Thursday night, last Thursday, till Sunday. So I stayed with family. Didn't have my laptop and all my streaming and editing software, so I couldn't do really much at all, which was a shame. So I couldn't get the vlog out till Sunday afternoon, and I couldn't do any watch-alongs over the weekend. But obviously I'll be in Sydney tomorrow. Panthers take on the Roosters. I am dreading that game. I'm really worried about that game tomorrow. I'm really concerned how much we're going to lose by. But I'll be there regardless. I'm going to every Roosters game this year, so it should be fun regardless. And then obviously back home Saturday, and then we'll be doing a watch-along for the Tigers and the Eels. Might do Dogs Titans. Don't know, depending how I feel come Sunday, because I get home Saturday. Might have enough time. What's the third game? Oh, Canberra and the Broncos. Could do that as well. I'll see how I go when I get home on Saturday. But yeah, at least if the Roosters aren't playing on a Thursday night, I'll be doing every Thursday night watch along this year. And it just depends on where I am throughout the country, what watch alongs I can do. Up the Roosters tomorrow night. Well, hopeful we can put in a solid performance. But keep it a respectful scoreline. But we've got a lot of players out actually. So Lindsay Collins is also ruled out for tomorrow. But it's good. And again, another opportunity to see our young guns have a crack, and hopefully the senior leaders step up and put in a solid performance. Response from last week is required, that's for sure. Hopefully we can put in a solid performance for the fans to be proud of. That's for sure. We'll see how we go anyway. But yeah, I'll be there tomorrow night out there at Combank. Really, I love Combank. It's one of the best grounds. The atmosphere there, it's awesome. You know, even if it's Parramatta now, it's Penrith's home game. You get to go to Parramatta twice this year, which is going to be exciting. So yeah, can't wait for it. But yeah, we're not too far away from kickoff here for the first game of the round. Also going to New Zealand next weekend. Jason, are you going to be out there at Go Media Stadium next Friday? If you are, I might see you there. Because my first international away day in New Zealand, Auckland, for the Warriors next week. I'm beyond excited for that. And the good news is that we're actually going to get some players back next week. When we have Victor, Spencer, Lindsay Collins should be back. I'm not too sure about Nat Butcher, but and Egan Butcher, but they're close to returning. Same with Billy Smith. He's actually playing New South Wales Cup this weekend, which I'm heading out there next time Saturday afternoon to watch him. Friend of the show, and he's and obviously just want to see him do well. As like he's just been totally unlucky with injury over the last couple of years. Pretty much throughout his whole career at the moment, but we'll see what happens. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. The subscribers are actually they're growing every time we produce anything, which is fantastic. So thank you very much for your support, guys. His work. That's tragic. That's tragic. The one time the Roosters were in New Zealand, he had to work. I just call in sick, mate. For the Roosters, mate. For the Chooks, mate. Just for the Roosters, mate. Just go and watch the Chooks, mate. So yeah, not far away from kickoff. What's the time? Well, it's about 3 minutes away, so should be good. 2.43. Oh, yeah. All right, so as Newcastle begin their final preparations before they run out to a good reception here at Newcastle, McDonald Jones Stadium. Yes. Hello.
Nanny's ringing me wanting to know what's going on tomorrow.
I already got her a ticket.
But have you rang her, told her what time you're coming down?
No, not yet. I was going to do it tonight.
Well, she's ringing me.
Oh. Anyway, yeah. So obviously Newcastle, they did win on Thursday night, last Friday against the Tigers. It was a Ponga masterclass again, and I think now that Dylan Brown has now signed with Newcastle, there's a lot of question marks if Ponga's going to stay. Obviously he's got that half to help him, but if it doesn't go south, he'll be heading south to the Roosters, that's for sure. What do they sniff before a game? I just don't understand. What is it? Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know what it is. It's the Dolphins. They got Newcastle Jets advertising it for some reason, but as they walk out onto the ground. Obviously, Daniel Saifidi, former Newcastle player, he's playing against his brother Jacob tonight. He's front and centre. It's a long walk out the Donald Jones Stadium. They've taken a minute or two. Anyway, out come the Dolphins. Good crowd too. Good crowd in attendance too. As here they come. The Newcastle Knights, Ponga leads them out. Very solid crowd for Thursday night. It was actually a good crowd last Thursday too. At Allianz, we got like 23.5, which was very, very good. As even though the Roosters have no fans, obviously. But yeah. Obviously, a standout last week, Fletcher Sharp, alongside Bradman Best and Ponga. They've been a very, very dangerous right-hand side. Left-hand side, I think left or right. But yeah, they've been absolutely threatening all year throughout the preseason as well. And of course, in round one. But yeah, it should be good. Should be a good matchup. I tipped the Dolphins to win this one. Actually, they don't have a great record on the Thursday night. Newcastle, anyway. As Glenn Hawke gets on the way, we need to hear Newcastle. So we're on the way, and Saifidi and Jacob was there to meet him, as we expected. Daniel takes the first carry. Jacob there, ready to go. Love brother v brother combat in the NRL, and a penalty to the Dolphins off the kickoff for a high tackle. Jared Sutton is the referee. Good news for us Roosters fans that we don't have Ashley Klein tomorrow night, though. That's the one positive. Look at him. Daniel Saifidi just makes a beeline for his brother. I fucking love that. That's just backyard footy stuff. You back fence against your brother. But anyway, first set of the game, the Dolphins have a decent field position. They'll start 40 metres out from their own line as Max Plaff takes the hit up. Kafusi, he gets it, crosses the halfway, met by Daniel Saifidi and co, and Frizzell and Leo Thompson, the big fellas there. Hi, Haynesy. How are you, mate? Good to have you back in here. Marshall King out of dummy half to Katoa. Back inside Kafusi. Another hit up. Anyway, the ball plant looks like incorrect play the ball. They've been, I guess that they've been cracking down on it. Oh, that's a bit stiff, though. I thought he got a hand. But anyway, Newcastle dodge an early bullet. Now they'll work it out their own end. Got to say, the Dolphins are matching their away kits are just clean. The black, mainly black strip with the red and yellow. Oh, I love it. I love it. Leo Thompson, man, he's going to be a great buy for the Bulldogs next year. Here's Fletcher Sharp. Second number 4 now for the Knights, 40 metres away. So, it's the last tackle. Jack Cole, Cogger, up it goes. Oh, great take by the hammer. Great take by the hammer. Junior Tupou, he had a solid game, but he made a few errors last week, and sort of the same thing he did at the Tigers. Damaging winger when you give him space, but a lot of errors creep into his game. Good run from Masako. Herbie Farmworth. Good run. So a bit of shape out the back now for the Dolphins. Hammer gets it to Avarillo. Palms off a couple. But doesn't really go anywhere. That'll be tackle 5. Just cross over the halfway. Katoa will put it up. Should be a straightforward one for Marzu, which it is. He beats one tackle. Almost beats a second. And so he's set 20 metres out. Bradman Best. Oh, no. A fumble. by the Knights out of their own end. Oh, he's just dropped it cold, spilled his ollies. And there we go. Attacking set. Gifted now to the Dolphins. 25 metres away. It's the start of the set now. Tackle one now. Katoa out the back to Nicarima. Out the back to Avarillo. Inside the junior Tupou. And he's cut inside and he's pulled down 10 metres away. 10 in from touch. On tackle number 2. Dolphins looking for a fast start here. Here's Daniel Saifidi. Passes to he still think he's playing for the Newcastle Knights. He passes it straight to Fletcher Sharp. Oh, that was a terrible pass. And another opportunity begs for the Dolphins. Oh, that was an awful pass. He still thought he played for Newcastle with that pass. Here's Ponga, the future Rooster in 2028. Mark my words. Saifidi, good run. Jacob now. Oh, Daniel, what was that pass? Good catch in the end by Fletcher Sharp. That was 3 metres forward, it looked like. Tackle 5 now for Newcastle. Frizzell. He puts a grubber kick in. And he's got a result. Oh! Frizzell nearly won it himself. I think he might have knocked it on. Hammer didn't clear it initially. Gave Frizzell a chance. He had an opportunity to get it down, but he was the one who kicked. He was the one who put the grubber in, so there's no offside. I don't think. I don't think he's in any way obstructing him there. He's just directly on his path. Who didn't touch it straight away? Was that a knock on from Masako into Hammer? I don't think so. It looks like all backwards. Has to have another go at it though, and that's a try. Hold the phone, Frizzell. That looks like the green lights. Oh no, not from that angle. Not from that angle. That's a knock on.
Ring at half time.
Yeah.
Make sure you do.
Yes. Yeah, no try in the end. Anyway, sorry, that angle looked like one angle looked like he scored, but the other angle clearly dropped it. Anyway, Herbie Farnworth now from the 20 restart. Tackle 5 now. They're 30 metres away. Good set from the 7 tackle set. Anyway, they'll go to the right hand side. Katoa. It was too deep for a contest, but Hammond made it. But Marzu clean as a whistle there. And they'll start the set from their own 10 as Bradman Best takes a hit up. Newcastle get a penalty offside. Much needed one there, actually. Team list is let's have a look. Camp Bursters with their training today. Sick. 24-hour update. Obviously, Lindsay Collins is out. Hugo Savala into the squad. Can't believe he's not going to play a lot at prop. Is he? He is too. No way. No way. Lasalu. Oh, no, never mind. Taylor Lasalu is at lock as that front row. Falketti, I thought we were going to go Docker Clay at 9 and Watson 13. I thought that would be the better option, to be honest. as Hammer almost got trapped in goal, but he got out. Dr. Clay, McIntyre, Blake Steep, Hugo Savala, jersey number 18. Ethan Roberts and Ethan King remain in the side. But yeah, Billy Smith was only there if he needed to, but he's now playing. He's playing reserve grade this week in this World Cup, which is great. But yeah. In your corner, yeah. Great, yeah, George Cambosis was at training today. That's great to see. Who's that handsome fella? I don't know. You might have to ask. Oh, it's me. Beautiful. Oh, good offload for Marzu. Over half of Fletcher Sharp in the space. Oh, good tackle, Saifidi. That was some trouble. There was some trouble there. He's a quick little 5'8", isn't he? Anyway, here's some space now. Go, guy. Oh, great tackle. Offload backwards from Cogger. He's met, though. Good expansive footy from the Knights. That's tackle third now with Jacob Saifidi. Ponga at first receiver. Out the back. Wasn't the best pass, but Fletcher Sharp gets it to Bradman Betts in a bit of space. Turns inside out. Herbie Farmworth, but he recovers and makes the tackle. But it's tackle 5. Alarm bells. Alarm bells. If they can get it out there. Ponga. Out. They got numbers now. Oh, they got numbers. Here's a try. It is a try. The Newcastle at the start of the game. That was beautiful work. That was some brilliant work there by the Knights to get things underway. Very, very nice try. And it is James Schiller who comes up props. Let's have a look at the replay there. They just have to get the ball right. They did. Great offload there from Kai Pearce-Paul. And, yeah, once they got that ball to Kai Pearce-Paul, it was a 3-on-1. Just had to get it out there. And they made the right option. And Schiller scores. That's a happy Knights fan, that's for sure. On the fan cam, he's a very happy Novocastrian. A pumped up Bricky, as Nilso would say. So 4-0 after 12 or so minutes. Try confirmed. I don't think there was anything wrong with it to start with, to be fair. So the Ponga just goes very, very deep in the line. That creates that option. And then that's a great basketball throw from Kai Pearce-Paul into the vacant James Schiller. They don't come easier than that. That's the NRL version of a tap-in. So Ponga now from the sideline. Looks good. Got it. 6-0. Great conversion for Ponga. So it is 6-0 after 13 minutes. Bit of carry on there, but who cares? A lot of people like having a go at who was it from the Dragons last week? You know, he was pumped that he scored a hat-trick. And they're like, oh, you're still down by 20. It's like, okay, who cares? You want that theory in the game. Oh! Daniel lined up Jacob there. That's just going to happen all night. I love it. Oh, good shot again. Good contact. Oh, it's Kafusi, actually. Ooh. Let him go one-on-one. Look at him. He was lining him up anyway. Daniel was lining up his brother. No, we always have like these brother games where brothers go up against each other, but they're the best ones right there. The front rowers kick up, good take, Junior Tupou. But yeah, they're the best ones. When the brothers go over, but they're in the forwards, like because they just want to bash each other. You know, like if you compare it, like for example, like the Johns brothers go up against each other, Matty and Andrew. You know, oh, here's a break, Nicarima. He's away. Max Plaxton support gives it to the Hammer. Hammer's got too much speed. It's Hammer time. Straight away, first set after conceding points. Nicarima finds some space. Max Plaxton support didn't have the pace. Did the smart option. Just give it to your quick fullback and an instant response from the Flippers. It's going to be 6-6 with a conversion next to the post. Oh, hang on a minute. Now, Kafusi was in an offside position, and he might have impacted the markers. Yep, Sutton's called that straight away. Yep, that will be disallowed. Unlucky. Looked like a good play, but that looked too easy. And now you can see why Kafusi is ahead of the play to ball. He's behind the marker. Both markers have been impeded by Kafusi being in an offside position. And obviously, Nicarima goes through that gap. It was a nice try, but not allowed. So all the hard work there, unfortunately, for the Dolphins will be ruled out. Score remains 6-0. That's the thing, like that's the problem, man. Like you can't allow that. You can't just allow your front rowers and all that just to stand there. Like, where's the effort to get back on side, you know? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's laziness, but like, come on. Like, 13 minutes in the game, you're struggling to get back to the play to ball. And it's cost your team a try. Kafusi, I mean, all front rowers do it, but I mean, not every day that it happens, but it's when it does happen, you look silly for it. All from a little bit of lapse in concentration, a little bit of less effort, has gone from having as a 6 again now. Could have gone the game being at 6-6 now. Newcastle can go in the other end and score and be a 12-point turnaround. And the scoreline could be 12-0. As numbers go that way, Ponga, and again, there it is. Like I just said, it's a 12-point turnaround. Schiller's got a double. It is a 12-point turnaround for the Knights. And that's come from a little lapse from Kafusi being offside from the play the ball. And it's cost Newcastle, it's cost the Dolphins a try of their own, and they've conceded one themselves. Schiller's got a double. It's now 10-0. Let's have a look at the put down here. Oh, looks okay to me. Can't see the try confirm thing in the corner. This will look a better look at it. Not really. Not the corner post. Not the best angle there. We'll have a better look here. Can the Roosters find a miracle to beat a team that couldn't be? I hope so. I can't see it happening tomorrow night, unfortunately. Just got too many out. Oh, does Gagai impede Farmworth Avarillo there? They're still looking at it, I believe. He definitely stops the slide of Avarillo. He's still try confirmed. Wow, they let it go. Maybe it was a delay reaction, but I'm sure that Gagai impedes Avarillo there, stops his slide. Conversion unsuccessful. It's 10-0, but that's harsh. That's the one that can go either way. Is it maybe the defensive decision? Let's look at it here. I don't know. I don't know about that. That looked like an obstruction to me. Well, I guess the good thing about it is that, I don't necessarily think that he dived, Averillo. I think he generally continued to slide, but he slipped over. Here we go. Here's another battle. Here we go. Oh, no, he's not there. Saifidi. No, well, Jacob took the hit up. But, well, I guess you can say that if you're going to allow that, you got to allow all that all year then. That's what I'm saying. I was like with last year when Jared he's ball watching the other side of the field. Dylan Edwards deliberately runs into Jared Reed-Hargreaves, gets penalised for it last year. I remember that clear as day. We should have beaten Penrith that night if it wasn't for that. I can think of so many times of teams, impacted by these decisions. But at the end of the day, if that is the norm now, where a player does that, falls over and you save the defensive decision, well, that's the norm then, instead of calling that an obstruction. Because I reckon the next time that happens, I reckon that's an obstruction. That's just my gut feeling, because they're inconsistent with that rule. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it. If we see that more often, that's fine. But I can tell you, come tomorrow night, that'll be a different call. That's just how it is. Marzu, big and strong, almost got through. If you know what I'm trying to say. But from what we've seen prior, that's obstruction. Did you hear about some players left who return? No, not happening. It's not happening, mate. Here's Ponga. Look, Manu's playing French rugby after he's finishing Japanese rugby this year. Penalty to the Knights. But yeah, Joey, not this year anyway. Joey's not coming back this year. After the Japanese rugby season in May, he's heading off to the French rugby. Jared's staying in the Super League. He's playing with Hull now. He's happy there. And I feel like that's just utter disrespect to, the players that we've got now. But it's this media beat up again, trying to make a headline because the Roosters got flogged last week. They always do it. They'll have another article about it tomorrow night when we lose. But it's not happening. Like, it's just so funny that the journos have these made-up stories, and then come today when Trent Robinson faces the media, as he does 24 hours before kickoff, the day before the game, he has to explain all these decisions that he doesn't even know about. Great offload from Fletcher Sharp to Marzu. Fourth tackle. The game could get away from him here, the Dolphins, if the Knights can crash over here. It's last tackle. Sharp in the dummy half. Ponga. He'll put it in. Oh, got the chase. Oh, hit the post. Ponga was coming through, but Hammer dives on it. Puts a hand on the ground of the ball. It is a goal line dropout. They survive, but it's another set coming if they can refuse the kick. Great grubber towards the post. To be fair, though, if it didn't hit the post, I reckon Frizzell's got a chance to ground that. It's a whole downgrade. It's a rebuild phase, mate. It's a rebuild, unfortunately. So, but there's a good players coming through, and tomorrow night it'll be showcased. Regardless of the result, we're going to have some good, fine young players coming through the ranks. We've got Hugo Savala making a debut. Makatoa Roosters debut. Another, Foketi starting at lock. Played 55 minutes last week on the boo. It's awesome. Ponga. Bradman Best. He should score. He scores. It has been one-way traffic. $14-0. It's been a fast start from the Knights. God, I hope we beat them Scouts bastards Sunday. Well, you keep dreaming, blood. Keep dreaming, because it's not going to happen. Just too big, too strong there, Bradman Best. Should be good, though. I'll sacrifice sleep on Monday morning, that's for sure. But, yeah, really, yeah, obviously a League Cup final against Newcastle is going to be good. Obviously, you're talking to a Liverpool fan here, so. But, how long do you think it'll take young players to be really good players who left? A year or two? Probably. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're not going to be internet. You're not going to be like absolute incredible, like for our front rowers and all that. They're not going to be like the Jared in his first. Jared wasn't Jared in his first year at the club, right? He wasn't. Probably 2013 was the best. That was when we started the peak of Jared Rhea-Hargreaves. You're not going to be an overnight success. It takes time. And what this does, getting these bleeding these young players early, like they are now, like we did in 2016. It's like I said in the vlog last week, as Ponga missed it's 14-0. It's a short-term pain. Like we go through. It is going to be a struggle this year, a bit of a grind, but it's good for the long term. Getting these like the way I see it, that the players that debuted last week get another run this week. They get more game time, more experience, more exposure to first grade. On report, Herbie Farnworth, not sure what for, but that's the way you look at it. That's the way I look at it anyway. 12 a.m. for me in Brisbane. I think it's 1 a.m. for Sydney Siders. But I was thinking about going to the Stockies. That's where that's where Liverpool have their fan, where the fan supporters up here, they watch the games. It's in the middle of the night. I have work the next day. It's in the morning, so it is a bit annoying, but I'll probably find a way. Oh, great run, Marzu. And an offload. Ball goes to the ground. Mark Nichols picks it up. Well, Fletcher Sharp, if he gets through the clear there, it's all red lights. Not lights out, I should say. Yeah, well, we did the same thing in 2016 where we came second last, but we got to be able to blood, new players, young players, like, for example, Joey Manu and Latrell. They had, debut years that year. In the under-20 system, we had, the likes of Nat Butcher, Victor Radley, Satili Tupanua. They all come through. They debuted in that 18, 19. But they had that, we had the core group, young group talent coming through the SG ball, the 20s. They transitioned in the first grade. We recruited well the year after, and then in 2018-19 we won back-to-back premierships. So, like I said, we're in a rebuild for a year or two. Here's a strong carry. Oh, don't pull that arm out. It'll be double movement. Great from Tupou. Saifidi! No. Look, I think we're gonna have a good back end of the year. I know that for sure when we get Sam Walker in that back. Crossfield kick for Asako. Knocked on by Marzu. Yes, it is. 6 more for the Dolphins. A lot better. I think it's a real. They haven't had a lot of opportunity. I mean, they had a good start, but yeah, it was all backwards from Asako, but it was touched by Marzu. Yep. Yeah, once we get Sam, we get Spencer, Victor, and I think Lindsay should be back next week as well. I think it's only for the week. He's got illness or something, probably got the flu somewhere, but it's only it's probably a week. I don't know about Nat Butcher. and Egan. They're still Egan's still coming back from his ACL, but he's not too far away at all. Same for Nat Butcher's probably a week or two. Dele Vaha, he's out for a bit actually with that. Well, whatever's wrong with him. I think the same for Xavier. I think his MCL, so probably 6 to 8 weeks from when it happens. So he's not too far either. So we got a cruel injury toll, but we got some players coming back in a couple of weeks. So so I don't think we'll be in this patch for long, but it's just building a season. And then when we get Sam Walker back, we'll get more direction. And hopefully, we're not out of we're not out of reach of finals. You never know. It's a long season, man. Like it's a long season. I'm always confident. I'm still back in the boys' mate finals. Just got to get through this little period at the moment. Here's a chance now. Nicarima. Their first few, their shift is not too bad. Grab from guitar. Oh, great take, Fletcher Sharp. Hammers under the post. If he doesn't grab that, great right place, right time. Try saver. It was a nice grubber from guitar. Hammer was steaming onto it. Yeah, so did I. I tipped them as well. I got fooled into that bloody record that Newcastle don't win on Thursday nights at home. I knew they should have won. Wait. 2-1. Yeah, I was watching it before it come on, Justin. What are you doing up here anyway? I saw that you up on the Goldie. Oh, it's a knock on a Sarko. 4-2. Beautiful. Who scored? Oh, Ryan Grant. Scored just then, before. Ryan Grant. He cut his hair, but we don't care. Ryan Grant. Ryan Grant. He cut his hair, but we don't care. Ryan Grant. I tipped Dolphins. Yeah, I tipped them as well. For a poker series, working for 2 weeks, Star sent us up. Oh, are you working for the Star on the Gold Coast? Yeah, true. Nice, mate. Oh, that should not be 6 again. He kicked it straight into him. Yeah, it regathered though. It wasn't played at. It's 6. It's not 6 more. It's just a played the ball. Great tackle by Ray Stone. Tackle 5. Well, I reckon if they score him, it's all but done. Ponga. Oh, terrible kick. But it's dived on by the Dolphins. They survive this one. Sucks Cheese is leaving. What happened here? Knock on. Oh, it's getting bad. The worst from the Dolphins. Yeah. Look, everyone can have their opinions about Brent. Oh, it's just another incorrect playable, man. What? How hard is it? But yeah, look. Cheese has been unlucky with us. Like he got in, had that wrist injury when he first came to the club. Obviously that first year, still tried to find his feet. He's thought he got better as the season went on. Towards the back end, he was huge for us. Last year was great. Like I don't know what everyone's been talking about. Like he was great last year. Yeah, it sucked that his season cut short due to a hip drop. Might I add? Oh, Ponga. Here's Gagai. Oh, it is non-stop traffic from the Newcastle Knights. The gay guy scores. And it's 18-0. But they just haven't been able to. Just haven't been good enough for the Dolphins. But yeah, look. It sucks with Cheese though. Like I still think he's been unlucky. But look. I don't, it just hasn't worked out. That's just life. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. Yeah. So yeah, look, I think when he comes back, he'll have a point to prove. Hopefully. Well, you never know. Like we saw this last year, we all thought Gus was going to leave. We didn't want Gus, but he turned it around with form, and he got a contract extension. So nothing's sealed and confirmed yet. Obviously, the rumors saying he's going to South next year. That South want him now, but I don't think we'll let him go now. He'll go next year, but you never know. I've seen stranger things happen. I've seen. He can obviously come back and kill it, and then we change his mind. Like, you know what, might play as a middle forward next year. You never know, but yeah, look, it's all but confirmed that he's leaving. You think Reece Robson could save us next year? 100%, 100%. He's one of the best hookers in the game. Him, Appy, Harry Grant, Mitch Kenny, he's up there. He's up there in the top 5 best hookers in the game, and he's come to us. The difference between Cheese, and it's 20-0 now. The difference between Cheese and Asaka, what am I saying? Sorry. Cheese and Reece Robson. Reece Robson's an out-and-out hooker. He's an out-and-out hooker. Cheese wants to be an out-and-out hooker, but he's not. He's an impact player. I think that we just used him wrong. I think, obviously, it was hard, though. We probably would have gone Connor Watson and then played him as a middle forward, but obviously, with Connor Watson out for the entire year last year, we had to play Cheese at hooker. But, come the back end of the season, you never know. We might play Watto at 9 and Cheese as a 13, come off the bench as an impact player. You never know. But we'll wait and see anyway. So it's 20-0 to the Knights too. But yeah, so Gordon Tallis nailed it on the head on 360 last night. I don't really agree too much on what he says because I think he's an absolute moron. But he did say a good point where Cheese we want him to play 80 minutes. He's just not an 80-minute player. He's a 30 to 40-minute player where he bursts with energy into the game and make impact and all that. Or Reece Robson, he can play 80 minutes. And I think that's what's going to be key next year, that when we get our spine back, Tedesco, Sandon Smith, Sam Walker, Reece Robson, we'll be fine next year. We're just going to get through this little cooling off period this year, the first half of the year. And if we can get it unscathed where we have about even record, then we can go on a bit of a finals run, a push for the finals. You never know. You're going to Panthers-Roosters game tomorrow night. I will be there. It is going to be tough being out there, but, you're back to boys no matter what. Going to every Roosters game this year. That's part of it. So I'll be there. Win, lose, or draw. I'll be there supporting the boys no matter what. So inside the final 10 minutes till halftime, it is 20-0 to the Newcastle Knights. Long live the Newcastle Knights. They are, they've been really solid. Didn't expect the Dolphins to be this poor, though. Oh, looks like an error from the Knights. Marzu just drops it cold in the touch. A rare mistake there. Oh, good chance here. Well, you've got to say they've got to score here. The Dolphins, they've got to score. The GOAT, Martin Nichols, tried to hit and spin over the line. Got to score here. Got to score. Numbers this way. Averillo. Nope, shut down pretty quickly. It's been good defense from Newcastle. Averillo's still going. Here's Katoa. Hammer. Not going anywhere. Just looks clunky from the Dolphins. It starts well, but shuts down so easily. Anyway, Katoa. Katoa goes himself. There's the GOAT. Nichols scores. Loving the Regan Campbell-Gillard big moustache. Oh, that Mo is threatening. But he scores under the post. Katoa shows him goes. Great to see front rower backing up in support there. Sees some space, dummies and goes, draws and passes. Ponga, not much he could do about that one. So the Dolphins finally on the board. They had one disallowed early on, but they're back in the game at this stage. 20-6 now.
Nice to come out and watch the boys train and.
Shout out to George Gambosis too, by the way. So I was going to say, like, the build-up's good. It's just that final third just haven't been able to deliver, but they have on this occasion. So 20 points to 4 now. As obviously Asako will nail that from directly in front. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're new to around here. Thank you for your continuous support. So if they can snag another one before halftime. Just had a photo with Tommy Turbo and Manly Fan Day a month ago. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Good fellow too, Turbo. I've actually met him last year. The beach thing. So Max Plath now. So the Dolphins can snag another one before halftime. Obviously been outplayed so far, but they can get in within, 2 competitive tries. They take that. What's this? Have you seen a bad thing that Dominic Young did last round? You think that's worth an axe? Look, I know I've got it's a love-hate relationship between Dom and I. Look, he does some good things. He can find the try line, but he's got to work up. We've got to work it defensively. We've seen that in the trial games, and obviously last week that right it's not just Dom Young. Like our entire right side was, decimated by that Broncos, and most of the tries were just on tackle 5 that can easily be, fixed. It just easily can be, by just playing to the whistle. That extra effort on tackle 5. So, but yeah, he's a work in progress, Dom. Look, if it comes to a change, if it comes to the point where, we're having these poor performances, and we've got Billy Smith in the centers who can do a job. Like maybe Robbo's hand might be tied. Where, I don't think we can drop Nwangani Tawase and Rob Toya at the moment. That Rob Toya was absolutely, I did have my questions about his defense in the trial games, but, I thought he was a lot better last week. Not just saying because he set up that try and all that, but his defenses looked better. It's more between Chad Townsend and Dom Young at the moment. They're two at the moment where they just need improving. I think it works both ways. Like Chad Townsend sometimes, he can, rush out the line, and then create that space. And then Dom Young is forced to try and, pull off a Hail Mary tackle on a 3-on-1. But but that right side in general does need to be fixed defensively because too many times they just had too much space, and if we don't tighten up, it'd be similar tomorrow night, especially up against, he's probably going to be up against Brian Toto, and that, Cleary will roam from both sides of the ground, so he'll find spots, and it's going to be a long night if we don't shut it down, but, he can find the line. He has these good games and bad games, Tom Young, but we just need that. We just need him up here when we need him right now. So people run around with flares or fireworks on Panthers Rooster game tomorrow. Here, these are charges, fine $6,000, fine ban 36 years. What do you reckon? I don't think that's going to be necessary anyway. Right? I think only Bulldogs fans have recently done a flare, like the Cogra last year, wasn't it? Like, you don't see, you just don't see them in games. You don't see them at all. There's no flares. Oh, it's not the soccer. It's not bloody Sydney FC and bloody Western Sydney Wanderers right now. Good take by Marzu. So, well, yeah, I don't think there's any need. No need for that. There'll be no need for flares and shit. There'll be fireworks and flames, but it won't be flares. I don't think with Penrith winning 4 comps in a row, they haven't lit a flare. Maybe out in the street, but not on the ground. Anyway, so inside the final minute till half time, 20 points to 6 to the Knights. It's been a good start. Dolphins got one late before half time, so it might be, Kenny Bromwich now. Well, they're not all out of it at the moment, the Dolphins, though, but will be a lot of work to do come half time. 2-point field goal attempt, maybe. Oh, no. Katoa will put it up. It's a spiral. Oh, Ponga. He put it down, but it was backwards. Play on. It's the last play anyway, so he'll just try and run it and find some space, which he almost does. Gets it all float away. There was a poor one. Still play on. Bradman Best is in the clear. They've cleared the pass. Look forward. Best is trying to find it to someone. It's backwards. It's still play on. It's razzle dazzle. You didn't think the Knights were down 20-6, but they're up 20-6, and they're throwing the ball on the last play. And they did the smart thing and surrender, take the tackle, and they go into the sheds with a handy lead. 20 points to 6. Been a good start for the Knights. We'll be taking a short break during the halftime break. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Haynes_IT. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys right after the halftime break. It's halftime, the Knights 20 and the Dolphins 6. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you right after halftime. Oh my god, I keep doing it. This mic was always muted the entire time. But yeah, thanks for sticking around for the second half. 20 points to 6 to the long live the Newcastle Knights. Remember I said last time that the NRL should make this rule that a field goal work from 50 metres should be worth 3 points. How would you rate? Not 3 points. The 2-point field goal from 40 metres out is good enough. It's good enough, man. I just don't like swapping and changing rules, man. That's just my opinion. Like, we're 2 weeks into a crackdown with this ball plant stuff. But it's just a gut feeling that's not going to last. Anyway, it's key that the Dolphins need to score first here. Only down by 14, so there's still plenty of time, obviously, but they need to be close to perfection now than the Dolphins. It's a good run. Solid run from Masako. Did Sydney FC win? Full time. On the aggregate 5-2. Hey! Use the bottle. Oh my god. That's awful, Nick, mate. That's awful. Yeah, after.
What, last night's dinner?
Yeah. Pretty much.
So good last night.
Sorry.
Lasagna, chips.
Anyway, knock on from the Knights. Yeah, the 2-point field goal is fine. Don't really need more changes. So, Dolphins start their set 40 metres out from the Knights line. Big opportunity. Avarillo now. If they can score right now in this set, they're back in the game. The GOAT, Mark Nichols. Look at his mustache, man. I love it, bro. Here's Katoa. Oh, no. Ryan James has dropped it. And so it feels like the story of the night. Decent field position, they let it go. Oh, great run, Adam Elliott. No one with him, though. Has to go himself. That's a big run. Here's Fletcher Sharp. Fletcher Sharp needed to give it to someone. He finds someone. It's another try to the Newcastle Knights. And it's actually similar to what happened last week with the Roosters. Where they had decent field position to start the second half. They bomb one. And then they march down the other end and score. Dylan Lucas, the try scorer. All set up from Adam Elliott. Great run. Back on the side tonight for the Knights. But yeah, Fletcher Sharp sees some space, gets through 2 defenders, draws and passes, finds Lucas, and straight after the break, Knights resume. They're continuing on their dominance. Newcastle, as it stands, they are top of the ladder. Well, it looks like they're going to win their first game at home on a Thursday night. I think they're like 0-4. Well, they've had to improve that one. That's that. With 10:50 tomorrow. Ponga, he's got it, 26-6. Yeah, Sydney FC won. They're in the final four of the Asian Champions League 2. Great achievement by the Sky Blues. Only if Liverpool would have got through on yesterday morning against PSG, lost some penalties, but it was definitely a great tie. But apparently it's been reported that Liverpool might be heading out here to Melbourne 31st of May for a post-season friendly against the A-League All-Stars, which, yes, please. Hopeful that it's on a Saturday in Melbourne. So I looked at that weekend. There's no AFL games on at the MCG that Saturday, so they can do it on that Saturday there because the Roosters then play on the Sunday night against the Raiders at Allianz. So I could do both. Fly to Melbourne, then fly to Sydney, then fly back home Monday morning. Good little getaway weekend. Oh my God, they've done it a few times tonight. There's space, but they just failed the pass. Penalty to the Dolphins now. Tackle about the ball now. Let's see what happened. Who is it? Oh, okay. Max Plath was taken out. But if Nicarima finds that pass to Averillo, they've got a 2-on-1 overlap there. But so the Dolphins, they'll need an answer back here. Katoa, Nicarima. Numbers this way. Averillo. Good defense, guy. They've been good defensively, the Newcastle Knights. Anyway, Nicarima now. Sarko. Oh, that's a terrible pass. Tupou knocks it on over the sideline. Nice defense has been good, but the Dolphins have been really clunky in attack. Oh, out in front. Too much out in front. It was one-way traffic to the sideline regardless. Newcastle defense, really, really solid. Ponging out. They just look quicker in attack. They look quicker in attack. That's how they've been able to catch them out. Marzu. Oh. Takes out Hammer. Bit of lip about him too. Hammer didn't like the treatment here. Oh, comes in with a flying knee. Not intentional, but trying to catch the in an attempt to have a grab at the ball. It is a penalty. I mean, obviously we got Millie there. I think that's what's going to happen. I think Adam's going to sign the Roosters.
Hey, Reggie Ray, smell a bit. You all right?
Oh, God, that. Nicarima now. Oh, got through. Great tackle. The effort areas there have been really solid from the Knights. But yeah, I'd probably see Adam Elliott next year or two go at the Roosters. I think he's off contract from November 1. Good experience. Campaigner and he's been good though. He was good at the ball, good at Canberra. He was also good. Oh, great take, Gagai. Great take, Gagai. Gets through a couple. But yeah, he was good. He's been good at Newcastle as well. I think it makes and a penalty. Well done, Dane Gagai. Great take. Runs 10, 15 meters and wins a penalty. Just hasn't gone right for the Dolphins tonight. Five years ball. Bradman Best. Oh, good work, Osako. Great tackle. Speaking of Millie and Adam Elliott, Adam made that break there, and then just look at Millie just screams up and is like, "Oh." Ponga almost dropped it, Bradman Best, but he put it on the toe smartly. But yeah, with Millie at the Roosters, I can see a world where Adam does join. So that's what happened. Millie was at the Broncos. I think she signed with Newcastle, then Adam followed. So they might do the same. Then obviously Millie signed with the Roosters, but you never know. He'd be sold too. Oh, Herbie was dumped on his head. But did a roly-poly. Gets up gingerly too. Straight out of the line, Phoenix Crossland. Here's a guitar now. Puts a big kick down the ground to Ponga. Straight away, Marzu. They work well together. Marzu and Ponga. Their outside backs do tremendous work. And then who's the next one to take it up? Bradman Best. Look at this. Just roll up the middle. Here's Ponga now. Out to Fletcher Sharp. Tell you what, if they can retain Ponga, I think they're going to look a really good side years to come. They got that perfect balance now. Now they got a star halfback or 5'8", wherever you want to put him. Might work out well in years to come, but you never know. Hopefully, we throw a contract at Ponga he accepts. Link up with his boy Watto and Hammer. He's trapped. Can't go anywhere there. Brilliant from Ponga there. Short drop out attempt. Great take from tap back from Ponga. Kai Pierce ball now. Bradman Best now. Oh, couldn't go anywhere there. Adam Elliott. Fourth now for the Knights. Oh, a bit of a juggle-thon. And it is in the end knocked on by the Knights. Up potato, up potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Potato. Potato, potato, potato. Great way from Ponga there. If they lose by, if they concede 14 more points, they will be last, the Dolphins.
On the Dolphins here too. So look, 26% of people.
Look, I did say, always brings the memories that I used to watch. That gets me through the next couple of weeks. Will definitely be highlights from the last couple of years, that's for sure. 6 again for the Dolphins. And then another one. Another ball plant. Incorrect play to ball. For fuck's sake, lads. Oh, it just fucking hell. Marshall King's ping this time. Like, how hard is it to bend your back and play the ball? Like, it's under sixes rule. You learned that from under sixes to play. Oh my God, I hate when they do it. It's not even my team. Oh, there's no sympathy, man. I learned that when I started playing footy and under eights. That's because I played a couple of years at soccer. But from under sixes onwards, you were taught to play the ball with your foot. Tap back, went forward to in the Dolphins pick it up. I mean, like, it's just fundamentals. Like, we did it last week against the Broncos a few times. Like, it's just common sense. No sympathy. They're just stepping over the ball. I reckon the police it better. I reckon you had the pocket ref back, then you can control the play ball. Here is Fletcher Sharp in space. He chips over the top. I don't know if you're going to outbeat Hammer there. No, you had the draw and pass to Bradman Best there, but you still get him in goal. Oh, no, Hammer survives. He was forced in goal. No. Penalised for the tackle was complete. Great work, Fletcher Sharp, but you had to you're not going to outrun Hammer in a foot race there. You just could have delayed it. Best was under the post if you looked at it, you found him, but I mean you're up 26-6 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, tackle was complete. They tried to put him in goal. Best part about daylight savings is on Thursday night. If game finishes at 9 o'clock, you still get at least you get more hours sleep in for tomorrow, especially when we're going to fly to Sydney. So 26-6, 18 minutes to go. It's pretty much all job done for the Knights tonight. It's been a good performance from them. It was all from that start too. It was a really positive start. Now Marshall King now, almost got through. There's been a few chances like that from the Dolphins tonight. A little heartbreak, but shut down just as quickly as it begins. Averillo crosses back infield, links up with his other centre, Herbie Farnworth with a late offload. Gets it out the back to Averillo again. I'll finish what I started. That's the last tackle, 30 metres away from the line. Katoa, he's going to run it on the last. Nikorima, Hammer. Hammer got nowhere to go. He's got it back to Nikorima. They need something off this play. It's tackle 5. He's got it back to Katoa. Nothing doing, so he just has to put it on the toe. And a simple regulation catch for Marzu, who he's been bombarded with kicks all night, but he's refused most of them. Oh, it's been a couple of those tonight that Newcastle just dropped it cold. Frizzell, the latest to do it. $16 minutes to go. I mean, it's early stages from the Dolphins under Christian Wolf. But 0-2 to start the year, not ideal. Unless I can pull something out of the hat. Ponga! When do you see a fullback just charge out of the line and put a shot on like that on Katoa? Great stuff. Nikorima now, backed into Herbie Farnworth. It's the last now. Grab a kick in. Ponga there again. And then Katoa tries to get Ponga into the in goal, but he's not having that. And they survive again, the Knights. That was like that. It's like they did that all. Oh, Marzu, great run, great carry, Marzu, and an offload. They look all right, the Knights. And then there they go. They get pinned for, again, not playing the ball correctly, for fuck's sake. What about this? What about this? This was back fence stuff from Marzu. Just gets out of 2, 3, 4, 5 offloads. He's a freak. And again, Frizzell, just no attempt of using his foot. That's more of a step over that. Again, how hard? I know you want to try and get a quick play the ball, but far out. It's just dumb. Max Plath now. Here's Katoa. Goes himself. Oh, he's going to score. He's done that twice now. The only time they've looked like scoring tonight, Newcastle, and Katoa goes himself. And again, similar to the first half, dummies and goes. And Ponga wasn't expecting it at all, but look at this. Great try from the young halfback. Dummies and goes, gets through. Ponga not there to do anything about it either. So 26-10. A quick conversion will be 26-12, so 14 points is the margin. I mean, might be a little too late, but a good try, nevertheless, by Isaiah Katoa. Conversion there by Asako, 26-12. So under 13 to go. I mean, look, they got a team. I mean, they've still got superstars in the team. They can easily score another quick one. Then you never know. But I think it just a little bit out of reach. They haven't looked like scoring all night, to be fair. So, but yeah, nice try in the end by the young Katoa. You got a try assist. 18,000 is the attendance tonight. Great crowd from the Nova Castrians on a Thursday night in Newcastle. Who's that?
Morning.
Good little editing there from
The best news we've heard for a long time. Josh King, 2 more years.
That's nice. Good little media from Storm Media is being pretty good. I reckon all the 17 NRL clubs have improved their social media space. Another late offload from Herbie Farmworth. He's got that in his game. Oh, hammer. Comes flying in on Ponga there. And a penalty. And he gets up laughing about it. He didn't like the treatment he received there, Ponga. Rightfully so, yeah, just I think it's mainly from Hammer there. Oh, Sinbin. Sinbin from what? Hello. Who's it for? Kai Pearce Paul. Shoulder contact to the head. So are they going back to a penalty there or what? From the kickoff. High contact on side 50. They took their time to find it. So what? Wow. Play resumes. Newcastle penalty from that infringement, but Kai Pearce Paul sent to the sin bin. He'll come back. Yeah, he'll be back in the last minute. But wow. Now a man down the Knights. Dolphins have got 10 minutes to capitalise. Down by 2 tries and a penalty goal. But they don't even have the ball. They played out a set. And then they go back to a sin bin and just play resumes, I guess. Is that the rule now? Bit weird, to be honest. Great kick. Hammer will get out. Oh, Hammer's away. Oh no, they had cover there. I just saw there was no players. Like, oh, he might be gone. But right, so the Dolphins have just got to throw the ball. They got to throw caution in the wind now. Man, tough going from their own end, but they got to try something. They got an overlap now. But nothing happening this set. It's the fourth now. Here's Avarillo. Here's Junior Tupou. He's had a quiet game tonight. It's the last. Kick goes up. Ponga should take. No, put it down. Knock on. All right. If the Dolphins can capitalise, can make a grandstand finish perhaps, Ponga might want a challenge. Is it? No. It's a knock on. Hello, Andrew. How are you, my friend? Oh, the AFL's on the night too. Carlton Richmond, isn't it? Forgot about that. Here's a Sarko. Yeah, I'm good, my friend. Cheers for tuning in. Oh, cramp. Oh, you got to play the ball, mate. You got to play the ball. How do they allow the move infield to play the ball while he's got cramp? What the hell? Yeah, we're good, mate. We're all safe up here. Thanks for that. That's so weird. Asako got cramp. Herbie Farmworth played the ball, and he moved infield 5 meters just because he's got cramp. Fucking just play the ball. Good defense, Newcastle. Still got a couple of tackles. They've got to get the ball out there now. They've got to get the ball at Hammer. Here's Asako. Asako makes a beeline. Oh, great defense again, Newcastle. God, they've been so impressive in their defense tonight. Gonna get it back this way. Here's Avarillo. Touch back to Asako. Asako again. That's goal line scramble. They survive again. It's the last tackle, though. What can they do? They've got to get something out of this. Numbers, Avarillo. Oh, Junior Tupou. Over the sideline. There was space too. Avarillo just mucks up the pass. The Knights survive again. Well, it's not like they've had chances, the Dolphins. Just basically the difference between the two teams that Newcastle just capitalised. Oh, it had to be on the chest, but I still think they survive anyway. June, you're just a shit. Daniel Tupou. Shit, Daniel Tupou. You're just a shit, Daniel Tupou. He's not living up to the Tupou legacy. But this, but yeah, that probably finishes it there. There's 6 minutes to go. Felt like they had to score then. But yeah, well done the Newcastle's defence, man. It's been solid. Been a solid outing from the Knights. 2-0. They had a gritty performance against the Tigers last week, and they've come back home and they blitzed the Dolphins off the park early on, and they've defended their way to victory. It's been 6-all second half too. They've just grinded them out of the game. Eels are spooners. Dolphins are spooners. I think it'll build the Dolphins. New coach, Wires are spooners. Probably that's my money. I mean, I had the Dolphins to get the spoon, but great offload. Avarillo. Again, just every time that they have a bit of space, the Knights shut it down. That's been the story all night. There you go. Oh, that's forward. Oh, that was forward. They get that pass right again. There's space. 5 minutes to go. Obviously, we'll be at Combank Stadium tomorrow night. Panthers and the Roosters. God help me. Hopefully, we get out of there unscathed, where we don't lose by 50. That's my God. That's the hope. We'll see what happens. We're paying $10.50, mind you. I still got 9%. Yeah, I'll get through and charge it overnight. So the Dolphins next 5. They're playing the top. Where are you next week, Grumps? No, like, what are you doing next week? Oh, never mind then. Gotta go and watch the Tigers. But yeah, Dolphins play the Tigers next week. I think that's it. I'm going to presume Suncorp. That's at Redcliffe. KO. Bradman Best now. I think he's just lost that one. So yeah, we'll have a look at the Dolphins snapshot over the next couple of weeks. So they'll take on Tigers next week. Then they got the derby against the Broncos, and then the Titans at Seabus. Tough draw. I mean, Tigers they're no easy beats at the moment. Let's look at the Knights. Newcastle, they've got the Titans at Seabus next week. Then the Dogs at a core. Then they play the Tigers again in Newcastle. Reasonable next couple of weeks for the Knights. So getting a bit nervous there, Dan. Good old Carlton losing to Richmond's VFL side. Nicarima, Averillo. Ponga there to save the day. He's having none of that. Similar to what he did last week. Any half chance through a kick, he's just there to save the day. He just absolutely clobbers the ball in the row Z. So, Kai Pearce-Paul about to return from the sin bin. Might be under the microscope for the match review committee. That hit on Saifidi, but I mean, Saifidi's fine from him, so I don't know. But so, almost into the last minute of the game. Here's Junior Tupou. They're laying into him. That should be a professional foul. They both just laid in there longer than they were suspected to after the 6 again. Held up there, Averillo. He's tried hard. He's tried hard all night. Katoa. Out to Hammer. They got numbers. Averillo. Oh, in the touch. Goes Asako. Newcastle defense should be applauded tonight. They should be applauded. And aren't they happy about it? Best is pump up. They've had a great, solid defensive outing again. And that will wrap us up with a comfortable win for the Knights, 26-12. I just noticed that my scoreboard wasn't working. Sorry. Apologies. But, yeah, great win from the Newcastle Knights. Two 2-0 for the Knights. It's been a good week for them. They've signed Dylan Brown, and then they're gonna sit at the top of the tree with the remaining rounds to go. But they're in a good building year so far from the Knights. As Kai Pearce-Paul will take the final hit out from the game. It'll be full time. Newcastle 26-12 over the Dolphins. Been a great win at home for the Knights. They start the season 2-0. My laptop's about to die, so I've got to jump off. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in the stream. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Haynesy_T. See you out there tomorrow for Penrith and the Roosters at Combank Stadium. Match day vlog out on Saturday. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye for now.